everybody? My name is Luke Mar and this is Hot Mode, and today on Hot Mode we are going to be getting into some of the red carpet looks from the Kids' Choice Awards 2021. Honestly, I wasn't really going to talk about this, but then I saw it and I saw the girls were wearing items, and so I was like, whatever, I guess we're going to do this fine. So here we are. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, first up is none other than Addison Rae, TikTok star. She is wearing Dolce & Gabbana. See, I thought it was Burberry at first because I saw the little sort of grid crystal motif going on throughout this jacket, and I was like, oh, Burberry, okay, like that's cool. And then I came to realize this was Dolce & Gabbana, and I said, oh, why? It's I understand why at this point. Like, I've heard rumblings that the VIP director of Dolce & Gabbana is very good at their job, and that's why people like to wear Dolce. It's giving more Dolce than Dolce. It's this crystal turtleneck cocktail dress underneath, and then over top is piped in like square crystal jacket with some sort of other crystal sort of all throughout the rest of it. If it was Burberry, I think I actually would have seen more of the square crystal sort of motif throughout the whole jacket, and that actually kind of would have like pulled it together for me. I think over time, when you see styles that you're not totally obsessed with at first, it's almost like eating a food that you don't want to eat. After like 7 times of eating it, they say that you'll like it. And so I think the same thing about fashion. After seeing it 7 times, you know, it might sort of kind of grow on you. And I thought that that was what was going to happen here, but it's Dolce & Gabbana, so it didn't happen whatsoever. Addison, listen, like, I'm sure you could pull better stuff. I've seen you in Valentino before, so I mean, I don't know why we couldn't pull Burberry. I mean, Riccardo Tisci probably would love to dress a TikTok star. I don't understand. Don't wear Dolce is the moral of the story here. Next up is Anna Kendrick, and she is wearing Carolina Herrera. Interesting motif, cocktail dress with like ruffles of fabric at each of these graphics, bows that are at the shoulders that then sort of fall down. And like, I think Anna Kendrick is wearing a backpack. Like, it looks like her dress is a backpack. I don't know, maybe it's because it's the Kids' Choice Awards. I'm thinking like going back to school, but something about it, I just look at it and I'm like, that backpack looks really heavy. Like, we should not have kids carry as many books to school. It hurts their back. You know, they hunch over like that. That's where I think I first developed my hunch, is in school. It's an ugly dress. And like, Carolina Herrera, I mean, I don't think that they always put out ugly things. I mean, I don't really look at Carolina Herrera a lot, but I'm sure that there were other options besides this hideous dress. In the future, Carolina Herrera, Anna Kendrick, like, let's fix it. Anna Kendrick is never really like on it though, is she, fashion-wise? It doesn't work. And like, I know people are gonna be like, you hate her, and it's like, no, I like Paw Patrol. I've watched Pitch Perfect. Like, I don't hate Anna Kendrick. It's just, I hate just about everything she wears on a red carpet because it's usually objectively terrible. Sorry I'm being so mean in this video. My COVID nicety is over. Next up is Anthony Anderson, and he is wearing a pink double-breasted suit. I actually kind of like this. I like the color. I think it's definitely a risk. I think you're going to the Kids' Choice Awards. Like, be fun, be colorful, look like a kid's cartoon, look like a commercial that's trying to sell kids on plastic shit they don't need. Like, that's the kind of vibe that we're going for here. So I think Anthony Anderson has the absolute right idea. The little pink shirt underneath is perfect. It plays in, and the sneakers I'm not obsessed with, but like, listen, I'll take the pink suit. I like that it's double-breasted. I like that it's bright and it's colorful and it's fun. I'm happy with this. Next up is Charli D'Amelio, and she is wearing Zuhair Murad. So at first, I wasn't really understanding the dress. At the end of this, I'm still not understanding the dress, just to cut the story short. I do know that at a certain point, Charli D'Amelio gets dunked in slime, so like, maybe that's why this dress was chosen, but this is not just like a regular Zuhair Murad dress. This is like a runway dress, so I don't know if they pulled this for her, and I'm actually not sure if they bought it either, because I don't know if Zuhair Murad's PR team wanted to get one of their samples dunked in slime. Even if it is Charli D'Amelio, I don't know if they're necessarily wanting to send that to the dry cleaner. Let's talk about the dress though. Sheer bustier corseted style, full of black lace. It has a peplum bustier moment, and then there's a sort of black lace skirt that falls all the way down. My thoughts really truly on the dress are, I think the dress is a little bit too grown up for Charli. It's not really about the fact that it's like sheer or anything like that, or that like she's like 16, 17, like I have no, whatever, live your best life. Like, I've seen how the girls on TikTok dress, like they have no problem living their life. I have no problem with them living their lives. But I do think the lace motif is kind of mature, and not in a mature of like, it's too mature for her age. I mean, like, it would be too mature for like a 40-year-old woman to wear because it's gonna make you look like you're 65. It's just not a cool, young, interesting motif that is gonna pull out the sort of excitement of the Kids' Choice Awards. You know what I mean? Like, it's the Kids' Choice Awards. Like, do fun, do funky, wear cool, interesting young designers. Like, Kim Shui is really fun. Her colors are bright and still has that fun, young appeal. Another designer that I'm very much so obsessed with is Emma K. Gudmundsson. And she works with a lot of flotations and hookup stitches, which create these like really crazy thread dresses. They're like so beautiful and they come in really nice colors. They have like matching bags. Like, that is the sort of stuff that I would expect from somebody like Charli on a red carpet like this. It should be cool and young and fun and interesting. Where's like a Kenneth Eze? Where's like a Tebe Magugu? Like, where's that sort of excitement and that youthful feel? It's not a interesting silhouette. It's not a very good motif to be working with. It just like ages Charli in a way that passes, I don't know, whatever she was going for and goes straight to like tacky cougar. And listen, I mean, if you wanted to go for tacky cougar, then you achieve that and I'm happy for you. But I just think there are much cooler, younger, more independent, fun fashion brands that her stylist could have worked with to, I don't know, put together a look that actually makes sense for her. Because this to me just doesn't make any sense. Next up is the other D'Amelio sister, Dixie. And now she is wearing Louis Vuitton. This is from the spring 2021 Runway collection. And it's a sort of satiny dress. It's belted at the waist. I don't think it's great at all. Nicolas Ghesquier's Runway collections are a little bit confusing to me. I don't really understand where they're always trying to go. And so I don't think Dixie is the girl to change my mind about it, unfortunately. Like, I've seen Dixie do good stuff. Like, there's good fashion moments for Dixie that have happened. I just don't think this is a fashion moment that she could have turned around and made exciting. The thing is, like, Charli wore all black, Dixie wore all white. Like, where's the pop of color? Like, where's the excitement? Where's the youthfulness? Where's the fun? Where's the exuberance? There should be a little bit of something fun and funky going on here, and this to me feels just very stark and white and boring and pale. They are two of TikTok's hottest stars. Like, why have we not done something exciting, done something like eye-catching? People were saying Noah Cyrus at the Grammys looked like she was being swallowed by bed sheets. This is giving me swallowed by pillowcases. Next up is Dove Cameron, and she is wearing Dolce Gabbana, and I guess Dolce Gabbana has a grasp on children and the stars who make money off of children. So she's wearing a floral dress, and it's sort of piped in crystal. It's ugly. It's uggo. Not even cute. You have designers like Herrera that do sort of these like crystal piped styles, which are actually really fun and really exciting. And when I think about it, would have been another really good brand for people to pull for the Kids' Choice Awards. But no, we pull the knockoff version from the two Italian races. Somebody explain to me what was the thought process behind that. Again, like mature. And like not a fun mature. It's like a giving up on childhood dreams and excitement. Next up is Gal Gadot, and she is wearing Stella McCartney, and I don't love it. I understand Gal Gadot is pregnant, and so my personal feeling is I like a pregnancy dress. I feel like they're actually really fun. I feel like they're really exciting. And I like when women, I mean, obviously, like, who am I to say I like when pregnant women do things? But I do like when pregnant women don't like hide the baby bump and rather like accentuate it, because it is actually really beautiful in my opinion. This yellow dress, I just think it's a lot of yellow. It's full of like squiggles, and then there's sort of like yellow lace in between the squiggles, and it's not cute. It's not great. It's not really attractive whatsoever. I actually would have loved to see Stella and Gal Gadot work on like a tailored look for Gal. I feel like seeing pregnancy styles and like more tailoring actually could be really super duper fun. And Stella McCartney trained on Savile Row, so like she knows how to cut a suit, so that's not like a stretch for her. I do feel like that would have been kind of exciting and kind of fun and kind of cool and kind of kooky and kind of interesting. This, I guess, is vibrant. It is bright. It is a lot, and so I can't be mad about it in that regard. I just think the motif is a little bit rough, but that's just me. Next up is Hailey Bieber, and she is wearing Alessandra Rich. This to me is like the 8th look from Hailey's 7 Days, 7 Looks Vogue video. It was just like the missing look. It's a velvety sort of crop top and chin length skirt. It's in this sort of pinky, beigey velvet, a reflects color. It's not really that exciting. It's not really that interesting. It's not really anything to call home about, but it feels very Hailey Bieber at the same time. It just feels like it's there. Is it exciting? Is it something I'm gonna think about 5 minutes after this video is over? No, absolutely not. But yeah, it's just not exciting. It's not fun. I feel like Hailey could have taken a little bit of a risk, like her doing something from Saint Laurent, that could have been fun, or something from Bottega. Like there could have been a really cool, fun, exciting Bottega look that could have come out of this. Give me a little bit of like a crazy fringe moment. There are bright colors from a lot of the Bottega Veneta collections recently. So like, why are we not doing that, Hailey? Why are we not channeling the funness? I know that behind that cold, icy glare, there's excitement and joy, I'm sure. Next up is Heidi Klum, and like, I don't want to talk about Dolce & Gabbana anymore. I'm just tired of it. She's wearing TV static sweater and ugly yellow, like painted jeans that are reflective, and like, this is what she deserves. Also, I'm sorry, Heidi, you are on Making the Cut. It's a show, it's on Netflix. There are like 8, 10, I don't remember how many designers on that show. Why are you not like promoting them, supporting them, sort of pushing them, you know, to the next step? That's like the whole thing. That was the whole point. Like that's what you're doing, Project Runway Part 2, the remix. But no, instead we wear Dolce & Gabbana for what reason? I don't understand. Like, support the young designers that are on your goddamn TV show. You wanted to go for a 3rd season? Help them out, please. Next up is Jayden Bartels. I don't know who she is. I presume she's some sort of Kids' Choice Award celebrity person from Nickelodeon. She's wearing a star printed blazer, a sort of white shirt, reflective chromy silver leather pants, and a black boot. And like, you know what? It's a little bit pedestrian for me, but I like the direction that it's going in. I don't know. The jacket sort of gives me like Gareth Pugh vibes. It reminds me of like multiple star pieces that he's put down the runway. So like that would be fun. And then also I do like the silver pants because they also remind me a little bit of like Gareth Pugh sort of metal or like reflective leathers that he's done in the past. This like look has a little bit more commercial Gareth Pugh vibes, and I'm kind of into that. I feel like it's fun. I feel like it's a little bit out there for Nickelodeon stars. And you know what? I'm not disappointed by this. Like if I was to see her again, I would kind of hope that she steps up the bar a little bit, but like not mad about it. Next up is Joshua Bassett. I don't know who he's wearing. I do, but I don't know the name, and we'll put it here. So he's wearing a gray sort of jersey turtleneck and then a military style jacket in light blue with, you know, a pant and a gray sort of desert boot or Chelsea boot. It's not that exciting. It's not that interesting, but I guess the color is sort of bright and vibrant, and so like pass, I guess. Next up is Jules LeBlanc, and I don't know who she is wearing either. I've actually like tried to find this look because I thought it was Dior. I don't know if she's a Dior girl, but something about the texture on this blazer dress is really fun, and I love the silhouette of it. I like that it's a sort of blazer cut on top. You know, you have the lapels, you know, you have a nice sort of fitted jacket, and then right at the waist it sort of flares out into this like fun little dress. It has definitely a A-line silhouette. It definitely feels a little bit Christian Dior-y to me. It feels like somebody Maria Grazia would dress. It reminds me of those camouflage styles that Dior does, and then like on the ends of the sort of shapes they like flare out into like fringe. That's the vibe I get from it. And then paired with the boot, not obsessed with the boot, but the dress is enough to like keep it going for me. I'll handle it. I'm kind of into this. This is kind of cute. Next up is Marsai Martin, and she is wearing Vera Wang. Listen, it's a risk. Credit where credit is due, a risk. There's definitely pops of color in there. It's definitely interesting. Let's break it down. So it's a sort of tailored pant. Not really mad about it. Think it's kind of cute. The printed shirt, don't love. And then there's a chiffon-y purple top that I presume has like a train that sort of falls down the back, which I think is fun. The black gloves or sleeves or whatever those are, interesting. Again, not obsessed, but they do tie into the pants. I appreciate the risk. Hats off. Good job, Marsai. I've seen Marsai most definitely in better looks before, but the turtleneck is sort of strange. I think it's a hard sell. I'm not really understanding where it's coming from in the world of Vera Wang. I do think had we just had like the purple chiffon-y top with the pant and maybe the sleeves there, I could have been a little bit more into it, but the graphic turtleneck is a little bit too graphic for me. Next up is Miranda Cosgrove, and she is wearing Versace, and I think that this is the perfect Versace collection to go to the Kids' Choice Awards. This is obviously based on the Spring 2021 collection, which was based on like Spring 1992, and it just has a lot of sea stars, clams, all of that sort of thing going on in bright blues, yellows, pinks, oranges, greens. It's just like a lot. It's vibrant, it's over the top. I think it's a good look for Miranda Cosgrove. Obviously, I wish she did like a little bit more exciting, a little bit more fun and funky. There definitely are more exciting looks from that collection that could have been put in. Like those little black scuba tops with like a gigantic high-low train would have been really, really fun, but that's just me. So I'm happy for Miranda Cosgrove, and I hope that she, you know, turns more looks out in the future. That would be fun and enjoyable. Next up is Sofia Vergara, and she is wearing a red strapless Brandon Maxwell jumpsuit. And like, you know what? I like this. Sofia Vergara is not some like fashion girl to me. Like she's not turning it out in like haute couture, doing some crazy avant-garde styles. I feel like she likes to keep it clean and classic and sort of sexy and like nice. That's her vibe, and I'm happy with that. I think that this jumpsuit, I think it fits. I like that it has a pocket. It seems a little bit utilitarian. It's red, so it's bright and it's vibrant and it looks really nice on her. Honestly, I'm not crazed about it, but at the same time, I think that it definitely fits what she's going for, and I can't complain. The finale look is none other than Tiffany Haddish, and she is wearing Versace. I love this. I love this pleated dress. I think it's so beautiful. Having that pleated texture adds just such like a sexiness to it, and like when you hold those pleated fabrics like this in person and you just get to stretch it and all that sort of stuff, it's so much fun. I love the sort of crinkly hem. It definitely has a reference back to like Stephen Burrows' sort of lettuce hems, but the pleats sort of crinkle and wrinkle almost like coral, and in that regard it's really, really cool. It's really, really smart. It sort of all ties back into this old Versace collection, and I like the sort of orange bra. It ties into the hem of the dress. I think it's really, really nice. I like the orange shoes. I think it all works together really, really well. The starfish is bright and elegant. And like, these are the kinds of looks that I like for Tiffany Haddish. I don't think she should always do super duper serious. I feel like having fun, being a little bit comedic is sort of nice every once in a while from her, and sort of, you know, gives us a little bit more joy, which honestly on the red carpets, we need. So let's do a best and worst dress just to end out this experience. My best dress, Tiffany Haddish. Love the dress. Think it's really, really fun. Super happy that she went there. I'm really enjoying it. Overall, very cute look, very enjoyable, made me very happy. The worst look, oof, this is tough. Addison Rae. There are worse looks in terms of like Heidi Klum's is atrocious. Dove Cameron isn't great, but like Addison, you should be dressing better. Like you're a TikTok girl. Like you probably have a great ability to pull from not just big brands, but like cool, young, independent designers too. And this is what we're pulling? Dolce? Dolce. So that is the end of the video. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I will see you guys in the next video, and TTYL.